man, Maki. He doing what he do, man. He talking shit and swallowing spit. So if y'all ain't with us, y'all against us. If you ain't up with the cause, you down with the fools. So look, right now, man, we finna break this shit down, man. We giving y'all great game, dog. So hey, man, quit playing with them and do what you do.
Whoa, it's the Plug Podcast. I'ma tell the truth and give a fuck, get mad. Widow in the chat, and we always on the gas. If I let the bass drop, it will leave you on your ass. Do it how we wanna do it. All my niggas, they been through it. Tired to see my people lose it. The world lost in confusion. I'ma take it back the life that I've been living. In a free world, I ain't tryna go to prison. They wanna see me victim and a part of the statistics. Guy got me right, cause he know I'm on a mission. Niggas stopping out, giving in to submission. I really gotta get it like I caught a new addiction. Baby, this me, I'm a fucking new addition. Boy, you ain't real, you a fucking contradiction. Trying to get my generation right, I ain't lying. Moving how I move every day, I ain't dying. The blind lead the blind and they lost in the island. You talk about a rapper and I'm talking about a child. Mama told me to stick to my senses. Come out the shell and don't remain victim. Get what you get outside and get bigger. Pain is a presence deep in my root. Jaw dropping jewels, Mr. Smith dropping jewels. Big Mac out in Canada, we ain't known to play cool. I ain't trying to see a transformer in my kid's school. I got Kane by my side if a nigga wanna do it. Let the bass drop, make it face drop. I ain't changed, I grew up, grow up, or don't show up, We out in the world making changes. You on the internet talking. We out in the world making changes. You on the internet banging. It don't make sense. Yeah, it don't make sense. Comply with the narrative that they wanted. Lost in the graph within my own garment. Shaped from the world within with no promise. Speak how I feel for real. I'm just honest. I'm just honest. I said, yeah, comply with the narrative that they wanted. Lost in the graph within my own garment. Shaped from the world within with no promise. Speak how I feel for real. I'm just honest. Baby, just honest. I'm with Cross, hopping down on that stage, yeah. Already know what I say, yo. You in trouble. It's a marathon, no sprint. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. Hey, let's go.
Salute to everybody coming in, rocking with your boy. I'm glad y'all came in showing love. Everything is everything, man. I appreciate you guys. We got another great one. I put S Gator drug. I said, but it's supposed to be Gator drug. Okay, so we'll change that. What is Krokodil? Krokodil. A lot of people don't know what it is. It actually started in Russia, right? Out towards Ukraine. Actually, the Russian government was mad. And Putin came out and said that he was mad at Ukraine for creating this drug that is the most evilest drug that you can create. This drug called Krokodil is almost 10 times cheaper than the average drug and almost 100 times as stronger than any other drug. They said if you end up getting on Krokodil, more than likely you have a 2-year chance to live. Your life expectancy is about 2 years. It starts off, it eats you from the inside out. It's a flesh-eating drug. So that being said, we're going to get into it. We're going to build. I'm going to let y'all see exactly what this Krokodil is, and we're going to go from there. Salute to everybody coming in, rocking with your boy. Let's get started.
People from using a heroin knockoff has been coming into the United States from Russia. It's popular. The drug's known as
Hit that like button, comment, subscribe.
And I want to warn you, because some of these pictures here that we're going to show you, they are graphic, but it's important for people to understand how awful this is. And Ted Rollins is out front.
The images are horrific. People with missing and rotting flesh, in some cases down to the bone. It's from a horrible drug called Krokodil. It's extremely addictive and gives users a heroin-like high. Suspected cases surfaced in the U.S. last month in Utah and Arizona. Then, this week, 5 people showed up in Joliet, Illinois with similar symptoms. One person, a woman, according to doctors, lost significant portions of her legs. So far, none of the U.S. cases have been confirmed as being caused by Krokodil, but the doctor that treated the Illinois patients is convinced.
I mean, it literally kills you from the inside out. If you want a way to die, this is the way to die.
The drug first surfaced in Russia in the early 2000s and has grown in popularity. As many as 1 million Russians are estimated to use Krokodil.
When you see these images, it's hard to imagine anyone ever wanting to use this drug. But to a heroin addict, there are a few things about the drug that are actually attractive. First of all, it's cheap, about the third the price of heroin. It's also relatively easy to make. Some of the ingredients used to make the drug include lighter fluid, paint thinner, and gasoline.
It's actually more addictive than morphine, for instance, because it's almost 10 times more potent.
According to the hospital in Illinois, their patients, they thought they were buying heroin.
I think this is the tip of the iceberg. I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. I think eventually, if it stays out on the market long enough, you're going to have people that are desperate addicts that can't stay from heroin habit, but can utilize this drug, not really caring about the consequences, and get the same high for a third of the price.
But the real price looks like this, and the hope is that these images are horrific enough to prevent from using the drug. Ted Rollins, CNN, Chicago.
All right, that's the first beginning of this Krokodil stuff. Like Sloop smoke a lot, man. They're taking codeine, or they're taking the form of that, and they're adding gasoline and shit like that to the shit that's causing it. Yeah, this is some bad shit. This is some bad shit that will eat a nigga up from the inside out. You know what I mean? You're talking about body parts falling off, flesh and that nature, right? So they're trying to say it's not been a big thing, but it actually is. And then spread it to several different places. That being said, let's go ahead and hit that like button, guys. And we're going to build on this, but I just want to get this out, to get this information out, and then from there we can start building. But again, this is called Krokodil.
Began to notice strange wounds on the bodies of some drug addicts. Patches of flesh were turning dark and scaly, like the skin of a crocodile. It didn't take.
Hit that like button, comment, subscribe.
Began injecting a new drug they called, predictably, Krokodil. Some accounts suggest the name was derived from one of the drug's precursor chemicals, alpha-chlorokidide. Videos showing the effects of the flesh-eating drug quickly went viral online. There are now alarming stories that the monster could be at large not only in Russia, but also in the U.S.
It is called Krokodil, and it's not the animal. We're talking about a deadly new drug which eats your flesh from the inside out. CBS 5's Greg Argos has this story you'll see only on 5. Greg.
Catherine, Banner Poison Control Center says this homemade drug can be deadly. There have already been 2 calls in the valley over the past weeks, and these are the first cases in all of the United States. It's often called Russia's deadliest drug, rotting users' flesh from the inside out. And now it's made its way right here to Arizona.
And we've had 2 cases this past week that have occurred in Arizona. And as far as I know, this is the first cases in the United States that are reported. So we're extremely frightened.
The drug is called Krokodil. It's named after the animal since users can develop green sores that resemble scales.
When they do it repeatedly, the skin sloughs. It causes hardening of their skin, much like a crocodile skin.
But that's not all that can happen.
It's a good way to kill your skin.
Since the drug is made by mixing codeine with oil or gasoline, Krokodil users often end up injecting fuel straight into their bodies.
And then they extract it. And you could imagine just injecting a little bit into your veins can cause a lot of damage. It eats you from the inside out.
It's so dangerous, so it's so important that parents be aware of the risks.
Fortunately, Leslie Bloom with Drug Free AZ says Krokodil hasn't yet become mainstream.
It's not on our radar screen.
But Lavecchia worries with 2 documented cases right here in Arizona, that might not be the case for long.
You know, where there's smoke, there's fire, and we're afraid that there's going to be more and more cases.
Now, Lavecchio says users are attracted to this deadly drug because of the price. It's 10 to 20 times cheaper than heroin and produces a similar high, but he says Data from Russia shows those who start using Krokodil often die within 2 years. Back to you.
Krokodil has been synthesized in Russia for over a decade, and more than 1 million people in Russia are addicted to the
Hit the like button, guys. Salute
control
Mikey.
service. The amount of Krokodil seized in Russia increased 23-fold between 2009 and 2011. Krokodil use has also been reported in other countries including the Ukraine, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Germany and Norway. This drug is basically a derivative of codeine. Like heroin and other opioids, it has a sedative and analgesic effect and is highly addictive. Those who inject the mixture into their veins can develop extreme skin infections and gangrene. Addict skin becomes discolored, green, gray, black, and scale-like that resembles a crocodile, hence the street name Krokodil. Krokodil is also called Russian magic, referring to its short duration of euphoria caused by this drug. Organic solvents such as gasoline, paint thinner or lighter fluid, iodine, hydrochloric acid, and red phosphorus from matches are used in homemade synthesis alongside with the main ingredient, fully legal painkiller drug codeine. These dangerous chemicals are not always fully cooked out of the concoction when used to make illicit Krokodil. The drug is typically used by the intravenous route. According to reports, it is fast-acting within 2 to 3 minutes and 10 to 15 times more potent than morphine and 3 times as toxic. In fact, when the toxic chemicals are removed, quite often what is left is desomorphine, a compound very similar to heroin. After a rapid onset, the euphoric effects may last less than 2 hours. Due to the short duration of the high, many users find themselves in a rapid repetition of drug use to avoid withdrawal symptoms that resemble heroin. According to reports, the localized soft tissue effects occur relatively quickly after the use of Krokodil. There have been news reports of amputations. It appears that ulcerations may occur locally at the drug injection site or also at remote areas of the body. There may be further organ or central nervous system damage. Reported health hazards due to Krokodil injection use include blood vessel damage, gangrene, skin and soft tissue infections, limb amputations, blood poisoning, bone infections, memory loss, liver or kidney damage, almost stopped breathing and much more. Addiction is an obvious problem with Krokodil use due to its high opioid potency and short duration of effect. Frequent administration may lead to binge patterns that can last for days. Users are at increased risk for exhaustion due to sleep deprivation, memory loss, and problems with speech. Variations in potency or homemade recipes can put users at increased risk of overdose. If you liked what you watched, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. See you soon.
Salute, Kane. I see you in the building, King. Yeah, y'all see that. So this crocodile shit is this shit potent, dog. This some really potent shit out there. So yeah, so y'all heard how they mix it and the chemicals mix. There's actually out there Smoke a Lot. There's another, and I'm gonna pull it up here, but there's another drug that's actually out there right now that's on the radar, and I was gonna talk about it, but I hadn't done a lot of research on it. I'm gonna pull it up and show y'all, let y'all know. But but yeah, it's crazy. So what do y'all think about that, man? What y'all think about that croc? Hit that StreamYard and let's build on this. Let's see what y'all think about this. Y'all do me a favor, y'all watch, if y'all can, kind of tone down, and we got to kind of tone down on the cussing and stuff. They said, hey, I'm getting notices that, hey, yeah, my mouth is a little vulgar and the people on here. So we trying to get this thing working in this machine building. So my team came back and say, hey, you got to just tone down a little bit on the vocab. You guys are too smart to be all the time with that. So I respect that. So, you know, anything that can help me get better, I'm going to keep doing. So that being said, I'm going to drop that StreamYard, you know, drop the link to the StreamYard, but I want to see what y'all got to say. And have y'all known anybody? Do you know people that's around here that's dealing with that type of stuff? You know, stuff like that I want to know. Because again, this right here, this is a very potent drug. It's actually getting very bigger in Puerto Rico as we speak. You know, it's a lot of places, especially Florida. See what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this, because again, to me, this is really sad. I'm going to run this video back from CNN. Shout out to CNN, you know what I'm saying? Where they did this a couple years back, and they was explaining how bad this epidemic can get. And then I'm going to show y'all this one, even though, you know, it's starting, the trend is getting back up again. So again, salute to everybody coming in. Let's rock out and let's watch this. Hit that like button too,
Scrambling
guys.
to stop people from using a cheap heroin knockoff.
Share the content.
Growing in popularity across the country. The drug is known as Krokodil because after the high, the skin rots and takes on a scaly green appearance. And I want to warn you, because some of these pictures here that we're going to show you, they are graphic, but it's important for people to understand how awful this is. And Ted Rollins is out front.
The images are horrific. People with missing and rotting flesh, in some cases down to the bone. It's from a horrible drug called Krokodil. It's extremely addictive and gives users a heroin-like high. Suspected cases surfaced in the U.S. last month in Utah and Arizona. Then, this week, 5 people showed up in Joliet, Illinois with similar symptoms. One person, a woman, according to doctors, lost significant portions of her legs. So far, none of the U.S. cases have been confirmed as being caused by Krokodil, but the doctor that treated the Illinois patients is convinced.
Zombie drug. I mean, literally, it kills you from the inside out. If you want a way to die, this is the way to die.
The drug first surfaced in Russia in the early 2000s and has grown in popularity. As many as 1 million Russians are estimated to use Krokodil.
When you see these images, it's hard to imagine anyone ever wanting to use this drug. But to a heroin addict, there are a few things about the drug that are actually attractive. First of all, it's cheap, a third the price of heroin. It's also relatively easy to make. Some of the ingredients used to make the drug: lighter fluid, paint thinner, and gasoline.
One of the issues is that it's actually more addictive than morphine. Because it's
shucks.
Potent.
According to the hospital in Illinois, their patients said they thought they were buying heroin.
I think this is the tip of the iceberg. I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. I think eventually, if it stays out on the market long enough, you're going to have people that are desperate addicts that can't support their own heroin habit, but can utilize this drug, not really caring about the consequences, and get the same high for a third of the price.
But the real price looks like this, and the hope is that these images are horrific enough to prevent people from using the drug. Ted Rollins, CNN, go.
Man, so y'all sit there, y'all see that, man. That is crazy to me, man. When y'all sit back and we break this down, think about that, man. That stuff is, man, that's some bad stuff. And they say life expectancy is only 2 years, my guy. Like 2 years, you ain't gonna make it but 2 years, man. That dope ain't that good. Man, back in the days, the crackheads, boy, they wouldn't have won. See, that's what I'm saying. I keep looking. Crackheads wouldn't have took that back in the days. They told a nigga his heart was gonna blow up. Nigga like, nah, dog, I'm trying to get high, but I gotta go and meet my wife a little bit later on. Well, a lot of them had to go do stuff. Smoke a Lot said, now that they think back, was the fentanyl, the white substance that they had the world on pins and needles coming through the mail cross. Oh, Smoke a Lot just said some Black Matlock stuff. I didn't think about that, Smoke a Lot. Remember anthrax? They said anthrax was just like that. That's what they called it. Damn, Smoke a Lot. You tapping on something. And all they did was cut it and water it down. Because remember, it started coming through the mail. As soon as you open it, you automatically would die. You know what I'm saying? You died and didn't know why you was dying back then. And you might be on something. Maybe they was introducing it then. They just didn't know how to handle it. Well, I just find it very odd that it comes from, it comes from over there from Russia and Ukraine and shit. And they having a big argument about all this, and all this is going on. So I just find this very, 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 very odd. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what y'all might think, but I just find this very odd that you got stuff like that. Yeah, never understood why I want to do something and say, yeah, bro, like, I'm just like, man, like, what? I mean, I thought you was trying to get high to kick it. You know, they used to say, man, you ain't got a lot of kicker. You ain't got to get high to kick it. Niggas just trying to kick it, dog. You ain't kicking it like that, bro. I'm sorry. That ain't kicking it. Man, nigga, you taking high to extreme. I don't want my last little change I got. I done hustle up all this money to die. Think about that, man. When you overdose, the way you overdose, If you pay $20 for that dog, that's what you was worth. It cost years. It took $20 to get you out of here. That's what I'm saying. When you start putting them, because when you put a price on and everybody want the deal, you know what I'm saying? You better believe those rich folks is not buying that type of thing. Everybody want the hookup. You know what I'm saying? And those people know that, man. And the cartels know it, and everybody knows it. This is an easy way to come up. When you see all these people now, man, where I stay at right now, man, they pressing up. They got press machines. They pressing up the codeine, the codons. They pressing up the Roxys. They pressing up the fentanyl pills. You know what I'm saying? Fake perks. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, even like they said, even Kodak Black said, he said, I knew it was a fake perk, but I still took it because I'm a gremlin. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that, dog. Like, yeah, I'm on the edge of dying. Every night I live my life on the edge. It's very sad, dog. It's very, very sad. That type of shit right there, just really mind blowing. I ain't gonna lie, really mind blowing. So yeah, I appreciate everybody staying in here. We're gonna run one back. Then I'm gonna show y'all another video. This one we're gonna go back to the one I just showed y'all. Salute to my man right here. Y'all subscribe to his channel as well.
Each have begun injecting a new drug they called, predictably, Krokodil. Some accounts suggest the name was derived from one of the...
Hit that like button, guys.
The effects of the flesh-eating drug quickly went viral online. There are now alarming stories that the monster could be at large not only but also in the U.S.
It is called Krokodil, and it's not the animal. We're talking about a deadly new drug which eats your flesh from the inside out. CBS 5's Greg Argos has this story you'll see only on 5. Greg.
Catherine, Banner Poison Control Center says this homemade drug can be deadly. There have already been 2 calls in the valley over the past 2 weeks, and these are the first cases in all of the United States.
It's often called Russia's deadliest drug, rotting users' flesh from the inside out. And now it's made its way right here to Arizona.
Yep, that's a
We've
fact.
had 2 cases this past week that have occurred in Arizona. And as far as I know, this is the first cases in the United States that are reported. So we're extremely frightened.
The drug is called Krokodil. It's named after the animal since users can develop green sores that resemble scales.
When they do it repeatedly, the skin sloughs. It causes hardening of their skin, much like a crocodile skin.
But that's not all that can happen.
It's a good way to kill your skin.
Since the drug is made by mixing codeine with oil or gasoline, Krokodil users often end up injecting fuel straight into their bodies.
Oh my
and they
God,
extract it. And you could imagine just injecting a little bit into your veins can cause a lot of damage.
A little gasoline.
From the inside out.
It's so dangerous, so it's so important that parents be aware of the risks.
Fortunately, Leslie Bloom with Drug Free AZ says Krokodil hasn't yet become mainstream.
It's not on our radar screen.
But Lavecchia worries with 2 documented cases right here in Arizona, that might not be the case for long.
You know, where there's smoke, there's fire, and we're afraid that there's going to be more and more cases.
Now, Lavecchio says users are attracted to this deadly drug because of the price. It's 10 to 20 times cheaper than heroin and produces a similar high. But he says data from Russia shows those who start using Krokodil often die within 2 years. Back to you.
Krokodil has been synthesized in Russia for over a decade, and more than 1 million people in Russia are addicted to this deadly drug. According to the head of the Russian Federal Drug Control Service, the amount of Krokodil seized in Russia increased 23-fold between 2009 and 2011. Krokodil use has also been reported in other countries including the Ukraine, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Germany and Norway. This drug is basically a derivative of cotton. Like heroin and other opioids, it has a sedative and analgesic effect and is highly addictive. Those who inject the mixture into their veins can develop extreme skin infections and gangrene. Addict skin becomes discolored, green, gray, black, and scale-like that resembles a crocodile, hence the street name Krokodil. Krokodil is also called Russian magic, referring to its short duration of euphoria caused by this drug. Organic solvents such as gasoline, paint thinner or lighter fluid, iodine, hydrochloric acid, phosphorus from matches are used in homemade synthesis alongside with the main ingredient, fully legal painkiller drug cotton. Evil is fully cooked out of the concoction when used to make illicit Krokodil. The drug is typically used by the intravenous route. According to reports, it is fast-acting within 2 to 3 minutes and 10 to 15 times more potent than morphine and 3 times as toxic. In fact, when the
share this info, guys.
as a morphine, a compound very similar to heroin. After a rapid onset, the euphoric effects may last less than 2 hours. Due to the short duration of the high, many users find themselves in a rapid repetition of drug use to avoid withdrawal symptoms that resemble heroin. According to reports, the localized soft tissue effects occur relatively quickly after the use of Krokodil. There have been news reports of amputations. It appears that ulcerations may occur locally at the drug injection site or also at remote areas of the body. There may be further organ or central nervous system damage. Reported health hazards due to Krokodil injection use include blood vessel damage, gangrene, skin and soft tissue infections, limb amputations, blood poisoning, bone infections, memory loss, liver or kidney damage, slowed or almost stopped breathing and much more. Addiction is an obvious problem with Krokodil use due to its high opioid potency and short duration of effect. Frequent administration may lead to binge patterns that can last for days. Users
Man, that's, oh my God, yeah, I don't know about you. That's horrible, dog. Oh my God, when he squeezed that sore, I'm about to throw up. That, bro, why would you do that, bro? Like, you see your man hands, his hands look frostbitten, like he died. Like, bro, imagine waking up, bro. I'm blown away. Imagine waking up every day and you look at your body and know your body's deteriorating, dying, and you don't want to do nothing about it. You just need to get high. Now, high ain't but for 2 hours, dog. First of all, I'm mad anyway because I don't even know no green. If I smoke some green and I ain't high but 2, I'm mad. I'm mad. I don't know about y'all. So just why would you want that intense 2-hour rush? Like it's like riding I guess they get the roller coaster feeling. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. But yeah, I'm glad I'm glad I didn't squeak. Yeah, dog, you squeak it. Oh my, I'm about to throw up again. Quit talking about the sore. Don't bring up that dude's sore no more. I'm trying to, oh my God, that is horrible, bruh. Like, come on, bruh. So I'm going to show y'all one. Here's another one right here. Shout out to HLN. You know what I'm saying? The girl, what's her name? Jan Quiz, whatever her name is. You know what I'm talking about. So, see what I'm saying? So we gonna do it like this. We're gonna play this one. This is one. Shout out to HLN. Y'all check this out. Y'all tell me what you think.
So new that even the doctors don't know. Poison control centers, they haven't even had time to collaborate the information.
We've had 2 cases this past week that have occurred in Arizona. And as far as I know, there's the first cases in the United States that are reported. We're extremely frightened.
There's a total of 5 this year, 2013, none last year.
Because of its effect on the skin, it's called Krokodil.
Green, scale, skin.
Essentially homemade heroin.
Average lifespan.
Y'all share this content, please. Share it.
Unbelievable. Some Americans, point the finger at Mexico. Oh, you're the drug capital. Well, guess what? America, we are the #1 drug consumer. #1 consumer of illegal drugs. There wouldn't be drug cartels if we Americans weren't buying what they were selling. And now, just when we thought it couldn't get any worse, deadly drug. A gross drug has come down the pike. These are very disturbing images from YouTube that show the effects of this drug that's hit the United States from Russia this time. And I got to warn you, it's graphic, but you got to check it out. Krokodil, because it makes your skin green and scaly and literally eats your flesh. Doctors warn, if you want to kill yourself, this will do the trick. And it only takes 2 painful years for you to really just go from totally healthy to a dead crocodile with a K.
Very frightening. Almost immediately goes in. It starts to destroy blood cells and blood vessels. So gaining the inside of the body coming out.
Yeah, and it's a heroin knockoff, but it's more potent than heroin and cheaper because it's made out of these toxic ingredients: gasoline, lighter fluid, and industrial cleaners. Now, cases have been popping up in Arizona, Utah, Illinois. HLN law enforcement asked Nick Brooks given that
Could
the
it be the weed getting you like
substances
that?
are illegal, like lighter fluid and gasoline,
Did you
how are we
spray?
going to
You need to
wage
spray
war on
nose
this?
spray.
Hydrochloric
Or take
acid,
some
lead,
allergy stuff.
phosphorus. That's why it eats you from the inside out. But if they're starting to see this coming from other countries, the DEA needs to make this, a priority on if it is coming from other countries, and if they have intel about where it's coming from, trying to stop it and head it off before it comes into the United States.
Yeah, and often the people who are cooking this stuff up, they're not taking, because first of all, they'd be dead and they could see the effects. Oh no, let's give it to Americans, and we've got to
share this, guys.
Krokodil a couple of weeks ago was Molly. The pure power of MDMA, the main chemical in ecstasy. Molly's been linked to 4 deaths this summer alone. I think they canceled a concert because people were ODing. I got to rant about this because this cause is very important to me as a recovering alcoholic with 18 years of sobriety. We're an addict nation. I wrote a book by that title, Addict Nation. We need to look at why we're so obsessed with escaping, using, and stuffing our feelings. There's got to be something seriously wrong here. Former prosecutor Kelly Sandin, so much of we talk about government spending, government crisis. Drugs is a big part of that. It's part of the prison system. It's part of the judicial system. And at the root, it's just people who are doing anything, even risking turning into a scaly monster in order to escape.
You're right. I mean, it's a very scary trend. The problem is, and the laws are now cracking down more on drugs. Now, the mandatory minimum, federal sentencing guidelines for people caught with drugs with the intent to distribute is more than like rape, manslaughter. I mean, the mandatory crime, it is regular ingredients that people can get. If you recall, years ago now, they took cold medications, and you have to give an ID to try to stop people from buying over the counter and manufacturing this. And so I'm wondering if the question that you posed to Mike, if one of the answers is, unfortunately, to now make people log who's buying this stuff.
I absolutely agree, because I don't think we can lock up everybody who's selling drugs. I mean, we've got more people in prison than any other country in the world right now, and a lot of it is because of the drug laws. And, a lot of people, it's really about supply and demand. I mean, it's really about to get root of why there are so many addicts in this country. And that's why I wrote the book, Addict Nation. If you are struggling with an addiction of any kind, I'm talking alcohol, drugs, food, okay? You don't need to spend a dime to get help. There are 12-step programs, and I'm going to give you links. Go to my webpage, go to my J. Velez Mitchell Facebook page, check it out. Literally, with the click of a mouse, you can get help for any addiction problem you have. But the point is, we could lock up the entire country. This problem, I think, goes deeper than that. And remember, more people are ODing from legal prescription drugs than they are from illegal drugs now. Legal drugs, overdoses from legal drugs are now the leading cause of death in some states. And so it's overtaking car accidents in some states. So there's plenty of people who aren't going to jail or prison because they're middle-class professionals who are using pills to get high. We got to do something about this, and I think we got to look at why are we trying to escape so much? What is wrong with our culture that we've become an addict nation?
So there y'all go right there. Shout out to Jane on that, dog. HLN, tap in with them, man, for educational purposes only. Yeah. So Slugger, you see that, man? This is about that Krokodil, Slugger. Man, it's that Gator, dog. It's that real Gator right here. Yeah, this that real snapping turtle they call. Man, this stuff is, check this out, Slugger. What they say with codeine, crushed up places, basic any kind of oxycodone or something, anything with codeine in it, crushing up the pills. They using lighter fluid matches, scrapes of it. They using gasoline. They using, what else do they say? I don't know what else. We're going to see the other stuff. We'll play it back. But they got all this stuff and they mix it. So they inject and like I said, fuel, gasoline and some other shit. I mean, some other stuff. Slug. Yeah, a zombie drug. That's what it is. So they got all this stuff and they injecting it and it's eating them from inside out. Yeah, lighter fluid. There you go. Gasoline. Oh, golly. Lighter matches, the ends of the matches, lighter fluid, gasoline, and some type of oxycodone or codeine or whatever, crush something, the hydrocodone, you know, any of those pills. Man, that's dumb. Then I just thought about that. That's super dumb. And then you put it in your body. Oh yeah, that's kind of slow. Yeah. And that, man, like, and you watch yourself die. That's the thing that's blowing my mind. Like, you literally is watching yourself die. So yeah, Slugger, I don't know if you've seen it yet, the zombie drug. So I'm gonna play this one right here, Slugger. We're gonna, yeah, definitely dumb. Definitely dumb. So let's play that.
Scrambling to stop people from using a cheap heroin knockoff
Shout out CNN.
that's been coming into the United States from Russia. It's growing in popularity across the
fair use for purposes only.
Because after the high, the skin rots and takes on a scaly green appearance. And I want to warn you, because some of these pictures here that we're going to show you, they are graphic, important for people to understand how awful this is. And Ted Rollins is out front.
The images are horrific. People with missing and rotting flesh, in some cases down to the bone. It's from a horrible drug called extremely addictive and gives users a heroin-like high. Suspected cases surfaced in the U.S. last month in Utah and Arizona. Then, this week, 5 people showed up in Joliet, Illinois with similar symptoms. One person, a woman, according to doctors, lost significant portions of her legs. So far, none of the U.S. cases have been confirmed as being caused by Krokodil, but the doctor that treated the Illinois patients is convinced.
It kills you from the inside. If you want, it's the way to die.
The drug first surfaced in Russia in the early 2000s and has grown in popularity. As many as 1 million Russians are estimated to use Krokodil.
When you see these images, it's hard to imagine anyone ever wanting to use this drug. But to a heroin addict, there are a few things about the drug that are actually attractive. First of all, it's cheap, about the third the price of heroin. It's also relatively easy to make. Some of the ingredients used to make the drug include lighter fluid and gasoline.
One of the issues is that it's actually more addictive than morphine, for instance, because it's almost 10 times more potent.
According to the hospital in Illinois, patients say thought they were buying heroin.
I think this is the tip of the iceberg. I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. I think eventually, if it stays on the market long enough, you're going to have people that are desperate addicts that can't support their own heroin habit, but can utilize this drug, not really caring about the consequences, and get the same high for a third of the price.
But the real price looks like this, and the hope is that these images are horrific enough to prevent people from using the drug. Ted Rollins, CNN, Chicago.
Salute, Shay. Salute, Shay. Shay in the building. Yeah, Shay, we just sitting here. We building right now. We're talking about this Krokodil. So this Krokodil, I don't know if Shay, if you just watched it, this Krokodil, this some serious, this some powerful shit right. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm trying to learn some powerful stuff right here, where they're sitting around and they talking about how they mixing all these ingredients and they're taking this, and it's called the Gator drug, and it's called the drug. What it say? It's called the drug that kill junkies. You know what I'm saying? It's the only drug that can kill a junkie. Like guarantee. So I'm talking about to the point, Shay, where automatically you're talking about the life expectancy is about, you know what I'm saying? It's probably about, like they said, it's about 2 years at the most. So, you know, I just think that's crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch this other one. Mr. Smith will be joining us here in a little bit. While he's doing that, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep on building. And I want to see what y'all think on that. So on this Krokodil, do anybody know anybody that's went through something like that, or y'all have heard anything where y'all live at? Because I know it's being big on places like Arizona and those things like that. So now it's becoming a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just curious to see if y'all heard anything about it. Because to me, man, it's just like, that's crazy to me. It's crazy to see these people. Yeah, 7 more minutes. That's good. That's good. No, that's good. So yeah, no, we're gonna get into some deep stuff because I want y'all to see this and see what it really is and what it stands for. So Excuse me, guys. I'm going to play this one right here. And then I got some ones I want to show y'all. And I'm going to see what y'all think about this. All right. Y'all hit that like button, comment, subscribe.
From using a cheap heroin knockoff that's been coming into the United States from Russia is growing in popularity. The drug is known as Krokodil because after the high, the skin
hit that like button, comment,
subscribe. For people to
subscribe.
understand
Guys.
how awful this is, and Ted Rowland's South.
The images are horrific. People with missing and rotten flesh down to the bone. It's from a horrible drug called Krokodil. It's extremely addictive. Users a heroin-like high. Suspected cases surfaced in the U.S. last month in Utah and Arizona. Then, this week, 5 people showed up in Joliet, Illinois with similar symptoms. One person, a woman, according to doctors, lost significant portions of her legs. So far, none of the U.S. cases have been confirmed as being caused by Krokodil, but the doctor that treated the Illinois patients is convinced.
It's a zombie drug. I mean, it kills you from the inside out. If you want a way to die, this is the way to die.
The drug first surfaced in Russia in the early 2000s and has grown in popularity. As many as 1 million Russians are estimated to use Krokodil.
These images, it's hard to imagine anyone ever wanting to use this drug, but to a heroin addict, there are a few things about the drug that are actually attractive. First of all, it's cheap, about the third the price of heroin. It's also relatively it's used to make drug fluid, paint thinner, and gasoline.
That it's actually more addictive than morphine, for instance, because it's almost 10 times more potent.
Share the content, guys.
They were buying heroin.
I think this is the tip of the iceberg. I think it's going to get a lot worse. Eventually, if it stays on the market long enough, you're going to have people that are desperate addicts that can't support their own heroin habit, but can utilize this drug, not really caring about the consequences, and get the same high for a third of the price.
But the real price looks like this, and the hope is that these images are horrific enough to prevent people from using the drug. Ted Rowland, CNN, Chicago.
Man, that shit is so serious, man. It's just crazy to me how, you know what I'm saying, how messed up this is, man. This drug is really a damn problem. And then when I show y'all a couple videos of things, man, y'all ain't gonna like it. It's gonna be a little bit disturbing a little bit. Yeah, that's some nobody should be putting their body. Yeah, nobody should be doing that. None. Absolutely nobody should be doing that. That's why I said it's sad, man. You got these young folks, they just taking shit that they just completely experimenting on these kids now. Yeah. That's why I said, why you erase my name, Shay? Why you erase what name? Shay, erase your name. Stone, at Stone, Dallas, Texas. Oh, crazy. We live in these times right here. Yes, yes. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's crazy. That's why I said, let me see. I'm about to put, hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Yeah, she put it back up. LOL. That's funny. So yeah, man, I just think it's kind of crazy with this drug. And I told Mr. Smith I was gonna play this, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know about this drug. Yeah, a lot of people know, but it's really getting back out there now. It's coming back around, guys. That's the crazy part. It's coming back around. So a lot of people don't know that. And now, you know what I'm saying, last like 2 more minutes, y'all. Y'all ready? Here come Mr. Smith. He gonna come in through the door like a B&E. So yeah, so when y'all sit back and look at it, man, what y'all think, man? This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Like Mikey said, Mike even said it, man. He said a bunch of gremlins and stuff. And now Dick Smoke-A-Lot said something deep when he said, you think it could have been that the anthrax from back in the days? Think that could have been some of the mixing they just lied? Because I want to know what's in the real. I mean, they said what the real chemical makeup was, but then for them to say, well, you can use the bootleg version, which is lighter fluid and gasoline, bro, I don't think they doing that no damn lighter fluid. There's something to it. For me, it's just fucking, like I said, it's just super, super duper sad, bro. Like, it's super duper sad. Let's see. Let's see if I can play. I'm gonna play this one right here. Hold on, let's get this right. Get this all together and stuff for us to start building on this. Again, salute to everybody coming. I'm just waiting on it to go through, man. It's a big file. I got so many files that I'm pulling up at the same time. Excuse me, not to get confused and stuff like that. But while I'm pulling it up and while Mr. Smith is coming in here, again, I want to appreciate everybody that's coming in here, rocking with us. Keep spreading this info, man. Keep getting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Keep sharing the content. You know what I'm saying? I see my numbers on my subscribers are steady going up. So yeah, it really looks like the Ebola and the drug. Yeah, Slugger. See, that's what I'm saying, Slugger. You know, Slugger. You know, you supposed to be done jumped on here now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And we can get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see. I want to see if you can really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to know what people are really like kind of breaking it down. Because again, when you said the Ebola, then we had Smoke-A-Lot said anthrax. See, I didn't look at it that deep, but that could be, dog. It's some form of chemical that is altering and changing. You feel me? It's some form of chemical that is. We got it. So I'm gonna play this one once it comes through. I'm gonna play this one, but we're not gonna play any sound to it. Because at the end of the day, we're just going to watch it through, because a lot of times that sound will get you copyrighted. We ain't trying to do that. This is just really for educational purposes. We're not trying to beat it up with a bunch of videos. But we just want to build and get an understanding from this stuff. So that being said, let's go ahead. I'm going to pull this up. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, there you go. So what you think, dog? I just wanted to show that. I just
living. Why should we care? They don't even care about living. It's like, god damn, man. Shit. It looked like ass in a bucket, man. Like,
yeah, that's what dude was holding. Listen, Slugger, he was holding on to, if you watch the video, he was holding on to his foot. He had took the saran wrap and tied it around. And they was like, dog, your foot is gone, bro. And when they cut the saran wrap, his leg just fell in the bucket.
Look, people who do that, they got 2 years of living. Like, all right. It ain't funny, man, but the things that people feel like is a high that kills them, that you feel sorry for them. Like, hey, I think this is that drug they was talking about. These guys was attacking people and trying to eat them, man, in Florida a while back.
Yeah, that's that. I was gonna do that. That's that Flocka. Now that Flocka, they said that Flocka, what it does is, oh yeah, there's some different. Yeah, there's some totally different stuff now, dog. This is the Gator. They call it the Gator eat skin. They call it the flesh eating. It's the only drug. It's the drug that kills junkies. That's what I'm saying. Once you take, yeah, that's just crazy to me. Yeah, that's actually a little disturbing to know what you say, Kane. That's actually disturbing to know that people actually do this type of stuff. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Like, hey, Slugger, we old school. Nigga don't like to, we like to catch a little buzz, my nigga. But I ain't trying to lay down with my wife and get up and mod my damn knee missing. I got a big ass hole and I'm leaking.
The most important thing, your thing,
she like all over the bed.
You hear me, Cross?
Oh yeah, your thing, yeah, that'll be foul. That'll be jacked up, dog. Yeah, you mess around and go use the bathroom, go pee, and next thing you know, your jank fall up in the toilet. You're like, damn, dog, they ain't think about this is even wilder. Bro, imagine when they gotta poop and they gotta wipe. It's actually flesh coming off.
No, say how it is. The whole ass coming off with it. The toilet paper.
Whole ass. Full part of the whole ass. Not the just
bro,
the inside of imagine when you got the bubble guts and you gotta wipe me like man, I'm sore. Pause. And then you mess around with that, you automatically got real sore. What's up, Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith free. He say eyes free, boss. I say eyes free. Tell him about the gun line, boss. Tell him about the gun line.
What's up,
man?
Stone?
You cross that gun line, slug, man, and cross. Hey, me and my girl up here laughing at cross. What he say? He wake up and be
leaking, dog. Be around that mug, leaking on a nigga. Your girl, like, she go to check and look, it be blood. No, I'm just playing. I just say she be in the bed. She be like, hold on, I thought it was me. It's you.
He's dripping when he walk, man. That boy melting. Oh, hell no, baby. Get away from me, man.
Hold on. Cross say you go to the toilet, flush that butt.
Yeah, you be like, oh, snap. The jank fall right up in there. Or if you got a wipe, imagine you eat some fat, you eat some spicy food, and you go and have bubble guts, and you already know how that is. You like, damn, this shit's sore. Man, imagine when you pooping off that, dog. Your butt is raw. It's sore.
God damn.
Man, did you see the dude foot?
Man,
what
foot? That's what they showed on Discovery Channel, like 2013, 2014 when they first brought it up.
Yeah, but I'm saying you didn't see. I'm talking about that video. I'm talking about the video I just showed you, Slug. You ain't see the foot.
I see. The foot ain't worse than the squeeze.
Yeah, that's man, that squeeze when she pushed on the skin, that juice came out. Yeah, juice. That's foul. That's so
like
foul.
There was a nuclear bomb or something, man. That don't make no sense.
What you say? Hey, Slugger said they look radiated. They full of nuclear waste.
God damn, boy. That's something you'll see on a movie, man. God damn, boy.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't know.
Let's watch it.
Let's for mine to do that, man. I don't know. I know we got dope things out. I know we got dope things out there, but I don't know nobody in their rightful mind who would intentionally. Come on, man. We talking about
man. They doing it though, but Slugger, they doing it though.
They is Slugger. They know it's they make it themselves. They know it's lighter fluid, gasoline, and crushed up.
Man. Throw the match. God damn it.
Well, that's what it is, a walking combustion. Let's watch this one right here then. Check this out. This the one with I think this the one with the little squeeze juice on it.
Oh, God dang.
So new that even the doctors don't know. Poison control centers, they haven't even had time to collaborate the information.
We've had 2 cases this past week that have occurred in Arizona. And as far as I know, this is the first
shout out to
cases
HLN O'Jane out there. Shout out to you.
Extremely frightened.
There's a total of 5 this year, 2013, none last year.
Because of its effect on the skin, it's called Krokodil.
Green, scaly skin.
Essentially homemade heroin.
Average lifespan from claim to use is 2 years in Russia.
Unbelievable. Some Americans, point the finger at Mexico. Oh, you're the drug capital. Well, guess what? America, we are the #1 drug consumer. #1 illegal drugs. There wouldn't be drug cartels if we Americans weren't buying what they were selling. And now, just when we thought it couldn't get any worse, deadly drug. a gross drug has come down the pike. These are very disturbing images from YouTube that show the effects of this drug that's hit the United States from Russia this time. And I got to warn you, it's graphic, but you got to check it out. It's called Krokodil,
She looked like
Krokodil, because it makes your skin
She used to be
green
an
and
addict.
scaly and literally eats your flesh. Doctors warn, if you want to kill yourself with a trick, and it only takes about 2 painful years for you to really just go from totally healthy to a dead crocodile with a K.
Very frightening. Almost immediately it goes in, it starts to destroy blood cells and blood vessels. So it literally causes gangrene from the inside of the body coming out.
Yeah, and it's a heroin knockoff, but it's more potent and cheaper because it's made out of these toxic ingredients: gasoline, lighter fluid, and industrial cleaners. Now,
what is that?
Cases have been popping up in Arizona, Utah, Illinois. HLN law enforcement.
Oh, wait a minute, Slugger. What'd you say now?
What was that we was looking at? No, I'm trying to figure out, was it a foot that got swollen or a stomach? What the heck was that? Man.
Yeah, that's
I'm with you. I don't get why people would take it, man. You got
hold on, Slugger. Wait a minute.
Bro, I need somebody to tell me what I was just looking at. I need.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what you just. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, I'm gonna
What
tell
the
you.
heck? Cross? Woo. What is that? What the fuck is that? Is that a black? What is that? A foot? What the
That's the
hell
toes. That's the toes that's rotten. It's basically it's falling off. And that's the sores. The sores, the swelling is it probably has no filling in the foot. It's deteriorating from the inside out.
Look how fat it is though. Like,
yeah.
man, what that dude weigh? About 500 pounds? What the heck is that?
Nope. He probably weigh about he probably weigh about 120, if that. That's
so
real
y'all looking
talk.
at a different video. I see a fat foot.
No, I'm telling you, no, you looking at the same video, man. You looking at the same video, same one. Check this out, then. Let's see. Hold on.
I'm looking at his finger and the size of that foot.
I think
that
this
is
the one.
a big foot.
That even the doctors don't know.
Oh, damn, this is the same one. Hold on.
Haven't even had.
It's the same one. Hold on, guys. He said 500 pounds. Yeah, no, Slugger, it ain't 500. Hold on. Let's see. Where is that? Trying to pull this.
I bet they parents are just so disappointed, man. God damn.
I disown my child. You gonna die anyway. What can I do?
Cheap heroin knockoff has been coming into the United States.
Oh man, let's not watch that. Let's watch this one right here. This the one I want y'all to see. We saw this one already, but so listen, we ain't gonna just this one. Look at that shit. That motherfucker's gone.
Y'all see he up in the soil, right? He doing drugs in the soil. See, that's why it looks decapitated. That's why it's dead, because when they lose one side, let's say
look. It's called. You see that? What is that? And that's the syringe. Look, but now your boy said I'd rather get my money up and buy heroin before I take that. Damn, that's not the right answer either. God, that doesn't sound smart either.
The fuck? Oh man.
Damn, so I'd rather get my money up and buy me some heroin than to do that. No, like they say. Let's watch this, guys. This one right here. We're gonna watch this one more again.
Stop people from using a cheap heroin knockoff that's been coming into the United States from Russia. It's growing popularity across the country. The drug is known as Krokodil because after the skin rots and takes on a scaly green appearance. And I want to warn you, because some of these pictures here that we're going to show you, they are graphic, but it's important for people to understand how awful this is. And Ted Rollins is out front.
The images are horrific. People with missing and rotting flesh, in some cases down to the bone. It's from a horrible drug called Krokodil. It's extremely addictive and gives users a heroin-like high. Suspected cases surfaced in the U.S. last month in Utah and Arizona. Then, this week, 5 people showed up in Joliet, Illinois with similar symptoms. One woman, according to doctors, lost significant portions of her legs. So far, none of the U.S. cases have been confirmed as being caused by Krokodil, but the doctor that treated the Illinois patients is convinced.
It's a zombie drug. I mean, it literally kills you from the inside out. If you want a way to die, this is the way to die.
The drug first surfaced in Russia in the early 2000s and has grown in popularity. As many as 1 million Russians are estimated to use Krokodil.
When you see these images, it's hard to imagine anyone ever wanting to use this drug. But to a heroin addict, there are a few things about the drug that are actually, first of all, the price of heroin. It's also relatively easy to make. Some of the ingredients used to make the drug include lighter fluid, paint thinner, and gasoline.
One of the issues is that it's actually, for instance, because it's almost times more potent.
According to the hospital in Illinois, their patients said they thought they were buying heroin.
Bullshit.
Share the content, guys.
Or it gets better. I think eventually, if it stays out on the market long enough, you're going to have people that are desperate addicts that can't support their own heroin habit, utilize this drug, not really caring about the consequences, and get the same high for a third of the price.
But the real price looks like this, and the hope is that these images are horrific enough to prevent people using the drug. Ted Rowlands, CNN, Chicago.
Crazy, man. Say, man, that's crazy. What you think about that, Slugger?
Man, do you want to hear it, man?
Yeah, don't do too much cussing.
I ain't gonna do no more cussing. That's my listen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely trying to improve myself. But that's a
Yeah,
sad
me
case
too.
of people who just gave up on life. I don't know what the heck they thinking about for this high, but it's the same as that cocaine that they got that fentanyl in it.
Yep. Facts.
Like drugs ain't the same. Like heroin, now you got crack or whatever. No, man. No, man. I wouldn't do it
We
to
said,
myself. It's a sad
man.
case. No, it's a sad case of not giving a goddamn. You know what I'm talking about? And giving up on life. And you know, life can't be that bad for real, man. These people ain't, man, no, I don't understand them. I ain't got nothing to say about them. 2 years. Let's go and get them out the way, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you think about that, Mr. Smith?
Shit. I mean, my bad. My apologies.
You good.
Yeah, my bad. Man, you want to die doing that. Look, they say life expectancy, whatever that word they said, for what, 2 years, right?
Yep.
So that means that's just how much they gonna give you. That don't mean you gonna die in 2 years. Might die in 2 days. Might die in 2 weeks doing that type of drug, man. You talking about a drug and then the cold part, you can't say it's coming from the Mexicans or the Ukrainians. Yeah, it might have started there, but you talking about lighter fluid, gasoline, and crushed up pills and all that. That's something you can go make in your house right now. Hey, you ain't even got to use them. You can use some medication drugs, stuff you get from the doctor and make it. That's a good thing. Not good thing, but that's the bad thing about a drug like that. Is everybody might not be able. They might got some tramadol. They give everybody tramadol when you go to the dentist or you got some type of pain.
Yep.
You can crush that up.
That's a fact.
I mean, that's the thing about a drug like that.
And take that and crush that up and use it. Yeah.
Yep.
You remember them when it was coming up?
No, go ahead, Mr. Smith. Finish. Go ahead.
Now, what I was saying is like with the lighter fluid and the gasoline, they not getting high off like far as the gas. They getting high off the fumes. That's why their body deteriorating. It's the fumes. It's like and paint thinner. They said paint thinner too. You remember
Right.
everybody used to puff them bags back in the 70s?
I was just about
Get
to
high
say
off
that.
that paint. So it's the fumes. It
Yep.
ain't necessarily, we
Yep.
just looking at the name. It's the fumes. Now you done mix 3 different fumes into one. And whatever else you feel like putting in there. That's just what they know what's in there. Come on, man. I mean, something like that, bro, you want to die. That ain't no, I can't help you. You can't come to me and say, hey, help me get out this. Hey, man, they gave y'all 2 years. I don't know when you going to die. You can't help nobody on that. What rehab they going to go to?
Facts.
I'm gonna call them people Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
You gonna what, Slug?
Yes. You said call him Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Yeah, you gotta call him something, bro. You gotta call them something, because that's some other type of stuff. Like you said, Smith, like that's some you on some way other stuff, bro. You way out of left field, man. Like you automatically is looking for a reason to die. No
Yeah,
one
you want
can't
to
say
die.
you're not looking for.
It's like we were saying with the junkies. I'm talking about the crackheads, the cocaine heads, the heroin. Like I say, they might do their drug, but hey, they got to go home to their girl. Nah, man, I can't. I mean, they gonna get high. They don't want to get high and die. I mean,
right.
That's a whole different monster, man. I ain't never in my life. That's why when I first seen that years ago, bro, it made my skin crawl, because I'm like, who want to do a drug that deteriorates your body? That means you ain't trying to mess with no woman. You don't even want a life no more. So if you come to me and you on that, and
Yep.
I find out what it is, and how can I help you? And to answer your question, I couldn't wait to say this. I don't know nobody that ever done that in their life.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
No
why I
one.
said.
I mean, we probably.
I'm like,
Nah,
go ahead.
go ahead, Crow.
No,
No, I'm
what you
just
saying,
saying.
we probably what?
I don't think we will ever see somebody we know doing that. Cause I mean, it's one thing to do what you do. It's a whole nother for it to. Man, they look like the zombies on Walking Dead.
Yeah, they
They
do.
look worse than the zombies on Walking Dead. God dang. Look like they supposed to be on there with Rick and Negan and all them. You know, I'm a nerd. I watch all that stuff, but you know.
Yeah, I like,
That's what
yeah. You talking about like, yeah.
that stuff just. And
Mm-mm-mm.
then, bro, imagine you get a big gap in your leg. So for the
Oh,
high, now I get why they got them eye drops or them drops they got now. Cause I mean, you can't keep
yeah,
shooting the same drug in the sword. That's why it deteriorates and it dies. Cause they shooting the needle right there in that same spot every time they do it. Then they move to another leg. Then they move somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, one leg drop off. Let me try this other. That leg, let me try the arm
yeah.
or the other. I mean, but you see where the drug came from. Now it made me think of some deeper stuff. Is that why Russia and Ukraine at war? I mean, is that
That's what
one
I
of the
was thinking.
reasons?
Because well, they said that your boy came out and said that he didn't like the fact that Ukraine was the one that created that drug, and it was killing a lot of people, and it was causing people to die. That's the first thing when I looked at it tonight, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't know that's where it came from. It was originally over there in Russia and Ukraine, but it really was Ukraine, because Putin was the one that they said that got mad and called them out and said, y'all are creating this drug to kill people. And it's
Yeah,
just
but
weird that
this,
this drug ending up over here and shit.
yeah, that's dang near like, I'm trying not to cuss, dang near like biological warfare.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't think it started out for the people. I think it started out, let's put this in this soldier. Let's see, can he keep killing for so long until the soldiers start dying? You got put in the streets. Well, we don't like arms anyway. They messing up the economy. Let's get rid of them. You know how they think in Ukraine and Russia. Just
Well,
like China.
exactly.
You can't even have more than 2, 3 kids in China. So we don't really know the laws over there. Maybe they live by that too. I mean, I don't
That
know,
could be
man. I
true.
mean, it just something like a drug like that, bro. It would leave you speechless, because I'm like Slugger. In what possible way, shape, form, or fashion you would want to do a drug that makes you look like a dead man walking, and you know you finna die. And every time you hit the drug, you closer to dying. Like I say, 2 years are just as long as they gonna give you. But that don't mean you gonna live the whole 2 years, man. You might die in 2 days, 2 weeks. That's how potent it is. We talking about lighter fluid, gasoline, and goddamn the paint thinner, plus whatever drugs they catch up and melt it. Man, come on, man. That is worse than a spontaneous combustion.
And melt.
I don't even know what to call that.
And then inject it straight in the bloodline, straight for the straight rush. And like you said, it's the fumes that's causing a damn toxic waste basket up in them, dog. So I'm gonna watch this. This that video that I had earlier. Salute to him, man. Y'all want to follow him? He's gonna
salute, Scott. I see.
Hold on. Says I'm having trouble. 1 second. Let's pull this video up. One second, guys. As always, I'm gonna let you build on that a little bit, Mr. Smith, while I pull this up.
Yeah, I can keep building all day on a drug like that. I'm just saying kids messed up out here, they not even finna take that. And the cold part, I ain't trying to make it a race thing, but you ain't see no brothers on them videos shooting up. I mean, drop and drop. I mean, god dang, you gotta have some type of morals and ethics. But like I say, man, that ain't they talking about Mexico. You remember the first clip that was like, well, the Mexicans and Americans, we the #1 buyers of the drugs. Well, I wonder who gave it to us to buy it. Who opened up the floodgates.
Facts.
And then another thing, this ain't one of them drugs. This is a drug that can be made at home. Maybe it wasn't meant to be here. Maybe these addicts came on, okay, I can't afford the heroin, but I can go get some lighter fluid. I can go get some gasoline. I can go get some paint.
Yeah, that's why I said maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe that was the play, like you know what I'm saying? Like, well, just the alternate. We know ain't nobody. They ain't mixing that shit in no damn laboratory. That's what I'm saying. It's like they messing with their mind and make them think, oh, you can use this as bootleg. You know what I'm saying? Just bootleg this shit. Even that damn crystal meth, you get it. Ain't that the same shit basically? But they're cooking it. But them is different. That shit is being melted down, dog.
Yeah, the crystal meth, see, it'll kill you too, but it ain't gonna kill you in no 2 years. The crystal meth kill you when they cooking it because it blows up. But you know, gasoline, paint thinner, and light fluid, it might be a little explosion, but it ain't like that crystal. But it's stronger than the crystal. See, that would make it more dangerous. The risk of dying of making it is lower than making crystal, even though you did what I'm saying. So, man, really, I take it back. What I said, I do see in the spread now. Everybody can't afford crystal. I do see in the spread now. I take that back.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I started looking at some of these, and man, I saw a chick there at the store, just like you said, when you see them now, and the sores and stuff are getting worse. Listen what they're saying now. They saying that crystal meth is much stronger. To me, all that is just another damn whatchamacallit, bro. That's all that is.
So they saying crystal is stronger than the crocodile?
Yes, it got strong. No. Crystal is starting to get stronger. I just saw that article where they were talking about the crystal meth now, and it's starting to get a little bit more, it's getting more stronger than it used to be. Whatever they making it with, they're trying to make it much stronger and more potent. Yeah.
But I'll be
Chi-Town made you.
Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead.
It's just like, I'm gonna take it on a smaller scale. It's just like with the trees. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't happy when they made it legal because I was like, what are they putting in there? Then I done been to Vegas. I done been to Cali.
Right.
I mean, you stayed on the West. Man, the place I go to, Planet 59, whatever it is right there in Vegas, that ain't getting grown. They show you how they make the trees. It's like a machine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all,
like,
yeah. Well, it's all rapid. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah. They do it like you can get a 3 month, less than a 3 month harvest off stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? With the auto flower. That's what's called auto flower.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
things ain't meant to be sped up like that, man. That's just like with my step pops. You couldn't pay him to smoke no kush.
Yeah,
You
them
couldn't
old
pay
heads
him.
don't do that. Yeah, the old heads don't like that, dog. They don't fool with that all that gas. Like I said, some of this stuff that they do be talking about gas, man. I'm like, bro, you ain't supposed to be able to smell it that strong, man. It's like smell like a spray. They're like, no, and all of them want something heavy. They take heavy drugs. They want heavy this. They want, you know what I'm saying? Like everything is heavy. That shit's crazy to me, man.
With the trees, man. Some things, some plants ain't meant to mix. That's how I look at it.
Right.
That's like growing a cocaine plant with a heroin. I don't know, man. You get what I'm saying? Some plants ain't meant to grow.
No,
Some things ain't meant to mix.
Yeah.
Like you got sour diesel mixed with Blue Dream and mixed with this, that, and the other. God dang, man, I'm telling you, every time I'm on the West Coast, man, you know, I like to smoke that moon. So when I go up there,
West
I don't
Coast.
even.
Oh yeah, the moon.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I be lit. One time, man, I felt like smoking. I'm like, I thought I was smoking some Sherm or something. Like, what is this? And it's straight gas.
Yeah, all the one thing I missed, all them different strains, like man, I don't know how many. I probably had hundreds during that time. Oh, let's watch this. This is the one I wanted to show y'all. My bad. I finally pulled it up.
Strange wounds on the bodies of some drug addicts. Patches of flesh were turning dark and scaly, like the skin of a crocodile. It didn't take them long to discover the cause. The patients had begun injecting a new drug they called, predictably, Krokodil. Some accounts suggest the name was derived from one of the drug's precursor chemicals, alpha-chloroquidide. Videos showing the effects of the flesh-eating drug quickly went viral online. There are now alarming stories that the monster could be at large not only in Russia, but also in the US.
It is called Krokodil, and it's not the animal. We're talking about a deadly new drug which eats your flesh from the inside out. CBS 5's Greg Argos has this story you'll see only on 5. Greg.
Catherine, Banner Poison Control Center says this.
Share the content, guys.
There have already been 2 calls in the valley over the past 2 weeks, and these are the first cases in all of the United States. It's often called Russia's deadliest drug. Rotting users' flesh from the inside out. And now it's made its way right here to Arizona.
And we've had 2 cases this past week that have occurred in Arizona. And as far as I know, this is the first cases in the United States that are reported. So we're extremely frightened.
The drug is called Krokodil. It's named after the animal since users can develop green sores that resemble scales.
When they do it repeatedly, the skin sloughs. It causes hardening of their skin, much like a crocodile skin.
But that's not all that can happen.
It's a good way to kill your skin.
Since the drug is made by mixing codeine with oil or gasoline, Krokodil users often end up injecting fuel straight into their bodies.
And then they extract it. And you could imagine just injecting a little bit into your veins can cause a lot of damage. It eats you from the inside out.
It's so dangerous, so it's so important that parents be aware of the risks.
Fortunately, Leslie Bloom with Drug-Free AZ says Krokodil hasn't yet become mainstream.
It's not on our radar screen.
But Lavecchia worries with 2 documented cases right here in Arizona, that might not be the case for long.
You know, where there's smoke, there's fire, and we're afraid that there's going to be more and more cases.
Now, Lavecchia says users are attracted to this deadly drug because of the price. It's 10 to 20 times cheaper than heroin and produces a similar.
Share this content,
Those who
guys.
start using Krokodil often die within 2 years. Back to you.
Krokodil has been synthesized in Russia for over a decade, and more than 1 million people in Russia are addicted to this deadly drug. According to the head of the Russian Federal Drug Control Service, the amount of Krokodil seized in Russia increased 23-fold between 2009 and 2011. Krokodil use has also been reported in other countries including the Ukraine, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Germany and Norway. This drug is basically a derivative of cotton. Like heroin and other opioids, it has a sedative and analgesic effect and is highly addictive. Those who inject the mixture into their veins can develop extreme skin infections and gangrene. Addict skin becomes discolored, green, gray, black, and scale-like that resembles a crocodile, hence the street name Krokodil. Krokodil is also called Russian magic, referring to its short duration of euphoria caused by this drug. Organic solvents such as gasoline, paint thinner or lighter fluid, iodine, hydrochloric acid, and red phosphorus from matches are used in homemade synthesis alongside with the main ingredient, fully legal painkiller Drug.What. These dangerous chemicals are not always fully cooked out of the concoction when used to make illicit Krokodil. The drug is typically used by the intravenous route. According to reports, it is fast-acting within 2 to 3 minutes and 10 to 15 times more potent than morphine, and 3 times as toxic. In fact, when the toxic chemicals are removed, quite often what is left is desomorphine, a compound very similar to heroin. After a rapid onset, the euphoric effects may last less than 2 hours. Due to the short duration of the high, many users find themselves in a rapid repetition of drug use to avoid withdrawal symptoms that resemble heroin. According to reports, the localized soft tissue effects occur relatively quickly after the use of Krokodil. There have been news report mutations. It appears that ulcerations may occur locally at the drug injection site or also at remote areas of the body. There may be further organ or central nervous system damage. Reported health hazards due to Krokodil injection use include blood vessel damage, gangrene, skin and soft tissue infections, limb amputations, blood poisoning, bone infections, memory loss, liver or kidney damage, slowed or almost stopped breathing and much more. Addiction is an obvious problem with Krokodil use due to its high opioid potency and short duration of effect. Frequent administration may lead to binge patterns that can last for days. Users are at
Damn, you saw that juice squeeze from his leg, didn't you, Mr. Smith?
Yeah, come on.
I'm just saying, did you see that?
I know, and I tried to turn my head, but I already seen it.
Say that.
All right. Say, can you go back to his face and just freeze him?
Hold on, wait, my Slugger was about to say something. What you say now, Slugger?
Bad.
It's all good. It's okay. I'm bound now for the night, man. You know what I gotta go in the morning.
Yeah, I know.
Appreciate you, Clark.
Yeah, I'm about.
Appreciate you.
You already know.
Chopping it up. Yeah, have a good night, man.
All right, appreciate you, King.
I think Slugger was asleep. I think you was asleep anyway.
Yeah, he was asleep anyway. There you go, Mr. Smith. There you go. That's for you.
Show me that. I didn't ask for that part. God dang.
I thought that's what you said. You said you watched that part. You said you wanted to see that part. Man, look at the there's juice coming out of that.
Oh God. Come on, Cross.
Look at the juice, dog.
I'm seriously not looking at it.
You gotta look at it. Hold on. Let me blow it. There you go.
Pop it up on me. I got a feeling you're gonna pop this back up here, man.
No, I ain't. We back. We back now. See, you don't even see it now.
Well, yeah, bullshit. Now you made me turn my head and look at it again.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's
street
play
name
it.
Krokodil. Krokodil is also called Russian magic, referring.
Look at that, dog. That is nuts. What you think about that, Miss? Why would you? What is fly about that shit, bro?
But you got to think about the conditions they live in too. I mean, that ain't no excuse.
Man, there ain't no excuse walking around that bitch looking half dead.
Man, that's the Walking Dead, man.
That dead, man. That's great.
I didn't see it to this extent. When I seen it on Discovery Channel, it showed like 1 or 2 pictures, and they did just more talking.
Yep.
But just showing it how you showing it, I've never seen that, Jack. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Hey, what if you walk? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, what if you walked in a nigga house like that and he was on the couch and you was trying to buy some green from him? Would you buy some green from him?
I don't know what's in the green. He can put that green liquid juice in and let it dry up or something. I don't know. That's
what if he? Or what if he say? Or what if you be like? Oh, that's your. What if you came in there and you seen and that's your homeboy? He be like, shit, where we going tonight? And they we going to the club tonight. And he watching TV like that. What would you say to him? Would you
If
take
it
him
was,
to the club with you?
nah, if it was my son, I'd disown him. I'm gonna
Damn.
be honest. You gonna die
That's
anyway.
what he said. That nigga gonna be. What if he say,
Yeah,
Dad? You said, oh, so smoke a lot. You wouldn't
what
buy
you
none of
mean?
that. Smoke a
What
lot.
you
You wouldn't
mean?
buy none of that killer.
Smoke a
Smoke a
lot.
lot.
Say that's abomination.
Yeah, he said, yeah. I'm
Man,
just saying, y'all would.
go back to
Which
that
old?
dude with his face.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say that.
Look at
Well,
that
which
dude's
way?
face. It was
Oh,
before this video you played. The dude face with his nose.
there it is. There it is.
God.
From the inside out.
So
I think it's a little bit before that. It show his face. He got like his nose is deteriorated. I think his
All right, hold on.
lips and everything
Look at
else.
dude. Like
He
this
had
right here. Look at this though. This the crazy part. Look at that shit. He can't
Like the
walk,
skin of
bro.
a crocodile. It didn't take them long to
This shit hardened. That's what it is. This shit is hardened up, bro.
discover the cause. The patients had begun injecting a new drug they called, predictably,
Damn, he can't
Krokodil.
even put his
Some
legs
accounts
down.
suggest the name was derived from one of the drug's precursors, alpha-chloroquidide.
Let's the other video. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. 1 second. Let's see if we can
Man, if you look at that dude's face, bro. Dang, what was he doing? Shooting the drug up? I mean, see, we don't know the full details yet. Dang, do you shoot it up in one leg? I thought they just shot it in the
look at this.
sword.
Hold on. I'm saying, look at that right there.
Foot gone.
Oh, this is a
No.
better one, right? This is a better one.
Oh, God. Right. Oh. I ain't seen it.
Look at that shit right. Look at the bone, dog. The damn bone showing.
You telling me they don't look like The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Man,
I don't even understand how he alive, bro. I'm just saying, how is he alive? Ain't no blood coming out of that shit. That shit's so nasty. That shit dry. This shit dry, bro.
A dead arm, pretty much. It's dead.
God,
he ain't got no
look.
feeling in it. Oh, man. God dang. That's probably 2 months of doing the drug. Probably not even that long.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Fuck, that's the knee, bro.
Well,
No,
this is walking.
what is that? That's the foot. That's where the foot came off. Yeah, that's the front of the foot. That's the heel at the bottom. Oh, his toes is ate up. That was where his toes was.
Bro, you wouldn't stab a person like that in the head if they walked up on you. You would be thinking the world finna come to an end.
Yeah, I think he got. I don't know. I'll be thinking. I'll be like, nigga, I don't know what kind of thing you got. I don't know what broad you been around, my nigga. Damn, my nigga. I don't know what I would tell the nigga. I wish him well. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
but I just be like, damn, my nigga. Huh?
You know, I think crazy, man. I'm over here just thinking about stuff since I'm looking at it like if they gave you, I don't even want to ask it there, boy. It's gonna make me sick. How you want to ask it there?
Go ahead. Go ahead, ask it. You gotta ask it, get out your head, or you gonna be.
Let's say they gave you two choices. Either you can have a STD, some AIDS, or HIV, or you could do this drug.
Damn, that's
you
a
only
good
got
question.
them two choices. You only got them two choices, nothing else. You know, I try to spice it up. I just because I know what I pick. I can tell you what I pick.
You had a goddamn magic on that. Yeah, you gonna pick that Magic Johnson on their ass.
Give me that
Yeah,
magic,
give me
man.
that. Give me 32, nigga. Yeah, give me that
Man,
32, nigga. Give me the 32 on that. Yeah, I can
give me
ride
that.
the 32 out.
Don't give me the
Yeah, cause
easy.
you
Give
you
me the
might.
magic.
Yeah, yeah. Give me the easy and the magic on their ass. Yeah, I want to be NWA and be a Laker for life. Yeah, yeah.
Man,
I
come
don't. You
on.
can't. Yeah, I don't know about that. Look at that right there, Miss Smell. Look at this part. This part right here. Watch this.
Man, that's gross.
Nuts, dog. Oh, that one right here. And that right there, look. They had a saran around that mug, dog. Look,
That's the one I seen.
and left the foot. Yeah, look at that. I mean, completely rotted half the leg off. The foot was dead. He probably didn't even feel it when it fell off. They ain't even had to cut it, dog. They just took it off of it.
I wonder how many cases they have of that over here in America up to 2023.
Oh, that's a good question. I know you heard what they said about over there. They said it's been going on over a decade, and that is 1 million people that's on it. That's crazy alone. 1 million people are strung out on that drug. That's a
But
lot
I'm
of
gonna tell you,
motherfuckers, dog.
it's finna be messed up. I mean, it ain't messed up what I'm saying, but bro, them people, unless you just really got money, if you live in Russia or Ukraine, you might as well be dead. And I hate to say it like that, because they like the USSR. That's another reason why Russia going to war with Ukraine, because Ukraine was part of Russia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like Poland, just like Romania, all that was part of Russia back,
Right.
back in the 60s
Right.
before they all got their independence. So, bro, they rather kill themselves than join back up with Russia. So what the man, god dang. Like literally, they rather inject, kill everybody, die. Some more Jim Jones type stuff. They live by them type of
Yeah.
laws and codes.
That shit crazy.
I talked to my girl daddy. I mean, they from Poland. I mean, they got their independence, but
Right.
what's next door? What's next door to Ukraine? Poland.
Yeah.
Didn't Putin tell them, hey, if you help any Ukrainians, we coming after y'all next? So, I mean, bro, they rather kill themselves. I mean, rather get high or make up some drug. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just spectating, but all that stuff was part of Russia at one point, man. And they living conditions are so bad, bro. I'm talking about bad to where you rather go do 1,000 years in jail than live how they live. At least you're gonna get 3 meals.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just don't think they
Yeah,
got no
that's
hope.
true.
I mean, it's messed up that they doing it. We ain't gonna understand it as people over here in America. You did what I'm saying? We think we bad off. Imagine being owned by a dictator saying you can't do this, do that. I mean, they just give up, and then you talking about generations of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? They growed up like that. They parents, then they parents, then
No,
they
that's real
parents.
spill.
So, I mean, you gotta look at. To me, I look at it deeper than a drug, because I met my girl. You know what I mean? I learned to look. That's how I knew about the black people in Russia. You know what I mean? But like Russian was all black people.
Right.
Before it became what it was today. But what I'm saying to say is, bro, they rather die and kill themselves and live under certain rules. Cause the same person that's running the show now was running the show when their parents was kids. Before Putin. Hell, that dude was
Right.
he was in power when Stalin died. So that was at least 30, 40 years to my recollection. I mean, I'm real good on that history
Right.
stuff, man. You look at it deeper than a drug, cause like I say, man, if you just go, we couldn't spend a day living how they live. Real talk. We talk about all this, the white man this, the white man that. I go over there. I bet you run your butt back over here and deal with the white man. Look at Brittany Griner.
Yep.
They did that to make a point. I bet she'll never do nothing for the rest of her life. Cause I bet the conditions she live in, it ain't no protective custody. It ain't no you finna live outside of everybody else cause you a star. It don't matter who you are. You gonna live how we live. Did y'all see her sale
Right.
in Russia? That's everywhere, like I say. Man, so for them people not to want to be back with Russia and join the USSR, and that speak volumes by itself. So maybe they just want to die. They just ain't got the heart to kill themselves that fast. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know.
They slow grinding.
Yeah, then you got over 1 million people. Then, like I say, it is a fast killing though. In they mind, maybe at least I'll be high when I die. I mean, I don't know.
They on some other shit. Yeah, I hope they die within that 2 hours shit. Cause after that 2 hours, it's just nothing but pain after that shit.
That just show you how these countries. That's why America went at Russia and Germany. That's why everybody went against Germany, because Germany was finna come with that biological warfare. They was giving people certain drugs and, putting this with that. Okay, how long can we make them fight longer? That's why we did the LSD test over here. That wasn't for the people. That was for the soldiers. It just didn't work because it didn't work on the people, and the soldiers are the people. So when it comes to that drug thing, man, when it comes to powerful stuff like that, that stuff is made up in a lab. I mean, I ain't gonna say this particular drug was made up in a lab, but somebody figured out a cheap way. Okay, let's try this. They just didn't know it was gonna deteriorate your skin like that. But then again, maybe they don't care. I mean, like I say, bro, I can say 1,000 different things because I've been looking at that stuff a long time, that crocodile, but you call it crocodile, but I never seen it to the extent you showed it tonight. Like I say, when they showed, maybe they
Right.
censored all this. You just seen somebody like that dude leg
Yeah,
you showed.
they
That's what
probably did. That's what I was. Well, that's what I was worried about. I was like, damn, you know me. I'm like, I just can't show this. I'm just regular. I gotta go on some different stuff. So yeah, so far they didn't do nothing, so we good. That's why I said I ain't gonna ride this one out too long, and we're gonna go ahead and end it on a positive note because I know they will come back, bro. You know me.
Mikey say the Stalin
Mikey
thing
said,
was incorrect. What was I incorrect
yes.
on?
He said, but you on point.
Huh?
I don't know.
I didn't say Stalin. I said he was in power, the person before Putin was in power since Stalin. I didn't say nothing about Stalin.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in power. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't mention nothing about Stalin per se. So yeah, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. I appreciate everybody rocking with me. It's getting late, man. I gotta get up in the morning. I gotta do it all over again. I got me a nap in today, but that wasn't good enough. And then I got a long day tomorrow. We got our game, not our game, but our rival school tomorrow. At my school, it's gonna be leaping. Man, I'm pumped up about that. So I'm real pumped up about that. So yeah, that being said, man, I appreciate Mr. Smith coming on here. Everybody came in the chat, rock with your boy. Man, y'all start looking at some of these drugs and stuff. He said, you said Putin been in power since Stalin.
I didn't say that.
That's what
I said.
No, he didn't
the
say
dude,
that.
Yeah, the dude before Putin.
Yeah, the dude before Putin. That's what he
And
said. He said the guy before.
Yeah. Putin been in power at least, 15 more years than that, probably at least 20. Remember, they take a vote, but that vote don't count. That's why the same person stay the prime minister.
Well, if you really want to be honest, he really been in power long that because he was CIA agent. He was an agent. He was a hitman. You know what I'm saying? Really, in actuality, if you go look at his story, man, he was really a big dog back then, just like Bush was. Like people don't understand, not Bush Jr., but Senior. Senior was too. Senior was top notch. Yeah, that's how he became president.
He the one that hired Putin and all them crazy cats. The ones that's running other countries right now. That's why he locked up Noriega. Noriega didn't do what he wanted him to do. But yeah, that's a whole different story.
But that's a whole nother story. Yeah. You know, we can go into that too. You know me. I get all into something else too. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody getting on here. Mr. Smith, would you like to add anything there, King?
Nah, man, just don't do that drug. And if you know somebody to do it, stay away from them. The shit might, I mean, the stuff might be contagious, man. I don't know. I don't want to be around.
Yeah. You
man.
could get
Good.
some of that juice on, could get some of that juice on you and stuff. The soy juice.
Oh, look.
Get that soy juice on.
You and this juice and squeezing it. Hey, boy, you have to hear my girl rolling in the car. He say, "Why you go use the restroom?"
Yeah,
nah,
we
man.
use the restroom in, Doc.
Yeah, good night to everybody, though, man. Salute to everybody, man. I couldn't wait. Sorry it took me so long, but salute to Big Bro Krause, man. Salute to Black Widow. Salute to little homie Mike and Shay.
Already.
Everybody else, man. Peace.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. And on that note, we're going to get out of here. Peace. Y'all check in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. We're going to have something more to build on, too, as well. So I just want to, stay away from somebody. This Krokodil, man. Stay away from this, man. This is something totally different. And stay away from these damn bootleg drugs. These motherfuckers being manufactured and whipped up and bootleg all over. So at the end of the day, I appreciate y'all. Peace.